Good morning, preppers, YouTube video enthusiasts. I'm back with another video on my survival gear, my 72-hour pack, my bug out bag, whatever you want to call it. This is my go bag, my go-to bag. I was researching IFAKs, and they're pretty dang expensive, so I went into Walmart and just kind of looking around, thinking, and letting my engineering mind go. So what I did is I built my own IFAK. IFAK stands for Individual First Aid Kit. It's for the front of your chest rig. Usually a lot of tactical people that have a lot of tactical gear are the ones that get IFAKs. You can get an IFAK and put it on your hiking bag. It's all in how you engineer it. So, but what I went and did is I went and got one of these Bell bicycle bags, the kind that you hold all your little tools in for your bicycle, and just affixed it to my belly belt on my chest rig. And I did it in such a way that the zipper, when it unzips this way towards the inside. That way, when I'm hiking, I don't accidentally unzip it this way and all my stuff fall out. It's packed pretty tight in there, so it can't just fall out. I'll lose a couple of things, but one of the most important things I don't want to lose is right here in the top, and that is my signaling mirror. It's got the little star on it. You can use the little star for starting campfires and stuff, because it'll magnify the sun and start your fire. Also in there I've got these wet fire starters. They light when they're wet and whatnot, so they're real good to have. And I have them in my IFAK just in case I've got to start a fire real quick and in a hurry. So also in here, for people who have low blood sugar, you got somebody in your group that has low blood sugar or something, and they need to bring the sugar back up, or if you just want something to snack on, you don't want to stop. I've got a Cliff Bar in here. These are pretty good. They're not going to sustain you for a long period of time, but one of these once a day, I mean, you'd be okay. You'd start running out of energy pretty quick though. Also in here I've got my mess kit, just for convenience. 90% of this is just out of convenience. My spoon on one side, my fork on the other. There's also a knife in there if I needed to cut my meat up. And the IFAK itself. This is the individual first aid kit. I've got some emergency. I've got a tampon for puncture wounds. I've got a couple moleskins. I've got some nitrile gloves for hand protection on other people you may not know. You may come into contact with somebody who needs help, and it's real good for search and rescue missions or whatever. But I mean, you never know who you're going to come into contact with that you may have to save and render first aid to them. This has got some sterile gauze in here, some butterfly sutures, some band-aids. It's got sunscreen, bug repellent, insect insect sting soothe to soothe the sting. So it's got your basics in here, nothing too fancy, which you shouldn't have to have anything too fancy. You know, if I'm going to stop the bleeding or whatever, I've got gauze. In here I've got super glue in this matchstick case. That's just to prevent the tube of glue from exploding in my bag. Then I've got my roll of sports tape. Some more redundancy is on the bottom of these matchstick cases. There's a ferro rod. You see the little ferro rod on the bottom. That's also good for starting a fire. So that's the contents of my IFAK thus far. I could probably fit some other stuff in there. I have a lighter that I keep in there. I'm just going to have to replace it because I took it out to use it. I'm a smoker, so not a good thing to do, but I've cut down to a pack a week, so trying to get my health back up. But anyway, this is the IFAK, and I will teach you how to repack this IFAK. As if you can see how I took it out, you're going to put it in reverse order. So basically cheap, inexpensive IFAK. Thank you.